I'm Kamala Harris, and I don't approve of this message. In fact, I kind of hate it.
Hi, this is Tim.
It's Kamala Harris. Good morning, Governor.
Good morning, Madam Vice President.
Listen, you weren't my first choice. To be honest, you weren't even in my top 10. But no one else wants to run as my VP because they all know I'm going to lose. You are the only one who is willing to be my running mate.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically career suicide. But I did some dumb shit a few years back, and now I'm totally controlled by the deep state. And so they told me either I become your running mate or I get Epstein in a New York prison.
Now, the fact that we're both radical communists is a slight problem, but I got some instructions from Big Daddy Barack. Basically, we're going to pretend that you're a normal American white guy. There's a bunch of things you did that we got to run away from here. You passed a law requiring tampons in the boys' bathroom in schools. You basically cheered on the George Floyd rioters who burned down your cities. You implemented a snitch hotline during COVID. And Tim, you signed a law that allows the state to take custody of children if their parents refuse to let them transition. I mean, what the f***, Tim? We got a lot of cleanup to do here. But listen, we already got the mainstream media gaslighting America into thinking that you're super normal.
This is America's dad, America's football coach, and the teacher that's cool enough without trying to be cool.
A lot of people have noticed this sort of down-to-earth, likable quality to him.
Very moderate in Congress.
A moderate Democrat.
A centrist, but a more centrist.
Kind of a centrist Midwesterner in persona.
That's pretty funny because I'm weird as f***.
Americans are dumb, Tim. They'll believe anything we tell them.
They are so dumb, right?
They think I'm black. Okay, so here's the plan. In order to hide your own weirdness, we want you to accuse Trump and J.D. Vance of being weird. Just say it over and over again.
Weird, 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 weird. And then they start being weird. They're weird, 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 weird. Donald Trump's weirdness. Very weird, weird. It's just too weird. It's weird, weird. Okay, so how far left are we admitting to being here? Like, are we openly woke?
We have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah. No, we're flip-flopping on everything right now. We want to keep the voters confused. You know when your GPS suddenly starts rerouting inexplicably and you have no idea where you're going and you're afraid your GPS might just drive you off a cliff? We're exactly like that.
What do we say if reporters ask us about policy stuff?
Oh, we're not taking questions from reporters, Tim. We're not prepared for that. But if you do find yourself in a tricky spot with a reporter, just cackle.
Cackle.
Yeah, you know, cackle.
You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
yeah. And is that a socialist or progressive perspective?
No. Like, what do you want to know?
Wow, that's horrifying.
Exactly. It's horrifying, but distracting. Okay, so Tim, tell me, your radical left political views, are those real?
Oh, no, of course not. No, honestly, I will have whatever political views you pay me to have.
I love it, Tim. You're like the white male version of me.
You're right. No one voted for me either. Hey, Kamala, let's see what can be unburdened by what has been.
All right, buddy. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.
Hey.
Okay, then. Live from Times Square, it's That Kind of Show.
Somewhere in the bowels of the city that never sleeps,
Kevin McCullough, radio host with Salem Media,
is a man also not sleeping.
Syndicated radio talk show host Kevin McCullough.
And that guy would like a word with you.
Many of you know him as Nostradamus.
Of course that Kevin show is going to be great. The only thing that could be greater, of course, would be that Donald show. We don't have that, so we have that Kevin show.
Featuring the music of Dick Tunney and the Dream in Color Orchestra. Just ahead, Inez Stepman and Mary Jo Ginchard talk Decision 24. Sketch comedy from Mr. Reagan, Not a Parody, and the Holderness Family. A new musical to energize your holidays, Jan and Peter Emerson. And making his debut, Jelly Roll in the Spotlight. And now, from Times Square, the man who Kamala Harris would have preferred to leave as the nanny so that she and Doug could attend the Al Smith dinner, here's the...
I'm not convinced that not having
having Doug sit with the nanny was the reason she didn't go to the Al Smith dinner. But welcome to the weekend, friends. Kevin McCullough, glad to have you here. Did you notice the sporty mug I was just sipping my beverage of choice from? I'll never tell you what it is. If you watch this in the morning hours, via on demand or whatever, you may think it's coffee. I'm going to let you run with that. Sometimes I drink coffee at night. Sometimes I drink other things. Who knows? But if you would like one of these snazzy mugs, we're giving them away between now and the end of the year. And all you have to do to qualify to be in the drawing is to send an email to thatkevinshow@gmail.com and include your name and your mailing address and which mug you'd like to win. The white one with the red and black lettering, or the black one with the red and white lettering. And then if we draw your name, you get a mug sent to you. And I just want to say congratulations tonight to Wyatt from Northfield, Minnesota. He's got to be feeling the pain of the Walls experience in Minnesota. So Wyatt, to make your pain a little less obvious, we're going to send you the That Kevin Show mug of your choice. So thank you for sending and again, send those emails. Just put in the subject line mug or mug drawing or a mugsing, whatever. Mug has to appear in the subject line, and then put your address, your mailing address, and your choice of your mug, white with the black and red or the black with the white and red. And we'll take care of all that from there. All right. Very interesting week that we had this week. I don't know if you noticed, we're in the middle of a campaign, my friends, and it's only been going on for 4,293,218 days. But don't worry, we're getting close to the end. We're just 2 weeks from now, we're going to have a very clear idea of the outcome, and then we can start working on the next election. Yay! I'm kidding. We'll give it a break. But this weekend was a very interesting opportunity because there are no more debates. There are no more conventions. There are no more opportunities for the candidates to be out and about and competing with each other. They're just making their speeches and taking advantages of invites where they get to go. And this last week, I think it was on Thursday night, the Al Smith dinner, the famous Al Smith dinner, the roast, invited the two candidates as they normally do. You may remember Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump attended in the 2016 cycle. Joe Biden, Donald Trump attended in the 2020 cycle. And of course, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump had been invited again. Donald Trump accepted. Kamala Harris sent a video. Look.
Your Eminence and distinguished guests, the Al Smith dinner provides a rare opportunity to set aside partisanship.
Cool. Oh, sorry.
Hey, what's going on? Who was that?
Oh, sorry, Mary Catherine Gallagher. Mary Catherine Gallagher. It's so nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Mary Catherine. Right now, I'm trying to record my speech for tonight's dinner.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just want to say that I'm a Catholic, and tonight is one of the biggest dinners next to the Last Supper.
It is a very important dinner.
Now, it's not unusual for the speakers to recruit comedians to help them with their material. That's not unusual. But the Kamala Mary Catherine Gallagher sketch was cringy. Kamala's a bad actress, and Mary Catherine Gallagher, I don't know that a lot of Catholics really like Mary Catherine Gallagher, the character. But anyway, that was cringe. You know, it wasn't cringe. Donald Trump, and he had people like Brian Stelter over at CNN singing his praises. That guy doesn't like him about anything, but he said Trump was really funny. We put the 5 best things he had here. Take a look at this.
Well, I'd better wrap up because Mayor Adams told me earlier that I needed to make this one very quick, especially the city has reserved this room for a large group of illegal aliens coming in from Texas. There's a group called White Dudes for Harris. Have you seen this? White Dudes for Harris. Anybody know? Are some of you here? White Dudes for Harris doesn't sound like it. But I'm not worried about them at all because their wives and their wives' lovers are all voting for me. A major issue in this race is child care, and Kamala has put forward a concept of a plan. A lot of people don't like it. The only piece of advice I would have for her in the event that she wins would be not to let her husband, Doug, anywhere near the nannies. Just keep him away. That's a nasty one. Chuck Schumer is here looking very glum. Doesn't he look glum? He looks glum. But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
That's right, Chuck. You can still live the dream. You can still live the dream. Kevin McCullough, we've got a great show for you, friends. Straight ahead, we've got Inez Stepman, Mary Jo Ginchard. We've got sketch comedy from Mr. Reagan, The Holderness. We've got Jelly Roll in the spotlight tonight. You don't want to miss a single moment. Stay with us.